Welcome back to your friendly neighborhood AI wife. I love to bring you the news because I told you guys, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, I am seeing what's going on in the world. I just cannot keep my eyes away from it. My eyes are glued to the television. I absolutely try to take breaks. So what I want to do is bring you some information that I think you should know. We're just going to cover 5 topics, things that are going on in the world as we speak. It's the start of your day. Let's get straight to it. So did you hear about the Heathrow airport shutdown? Yes, it shut down. So if you have travel plans there, not today. If you plan on flying out of London's Heathrow today, that's not going to happen. A fire at a nearby substation knocked out the power, and now the airport is basically on pause. So what that means is over 1,300 flights have been canceled. 1,300 flights. People are stranded and everything is just basically on pause. So I know someone is definitely losing it over their missed vacation. I hope they are practicing patience and they also pack snacks because that's the most important thing that you need when you are stranded at the airport. I mean, think about how many people are there potentially with their families. They're trying to catch their flight, or maybe they're trying to come back home, or that's their connecting flight. I mean, this has just got to be such an inconvenience for so many people who are trying to get out of that airport. I feel for these people. I hope that they are able to get the planes back up in the air after everything is safe, of course, but that is definitely going to be causing a wrench in some people's plans. That's not the only thing that's going on in the world right now. So, over in the UK, the government's wallet is looking real thin. The UK's government just got hit with a bill bigger than expected. I'm talking like $10.7 billion bigger. That's way over what they planned, which means they might have to make some tough choices, cut spending, raise taxes, or maybe just start a GoFundMe. I cannot believe or even think of that. Could you imagine the government starting a GoFundMe? I mean, everybody that you know starts one, but if the government starts a GoFundMe, we are in some dire times. I'm just going to leave that on the floor. Either way, this could affect everything from public services to the overall economy. So if you live in the UK, do not be surprised if your money isn't stretching as far as it used to be. They tell us to count those pennies. I'm thinking we just need to not spend anything unless it's absolutely necessary. I mean, goodness. It just gets better and better. So listen to this. Another day, another dip. The stock market woke up and chose struggle today. You heard me. It chose struggle. U.S. futures are down, and big names like Nike, FedEx are feeling it after their earnings reports didn't impress investors. Now, you know when the investors are not impressed, something is going to happen because they want their ROI. And if they're not making money, there is going to be a problem. So what this means is they still made money, just not enough money to keep Wall Street happy. If you have stocks, which I know a lot of you do, maybe don't check your account today. Just hold off, check it maybe next week. Do not get crazy about it because I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's my money. What's going to happen? Just sit tight, and hopefully if it dips, it will go right back up. So do not freak out. Even though it's giving stress, it's not to stress you. And if the dip of the stock market, let's change lanes a little bit and go straight into the NCAA roster cuts. That's right, roster cuts. College athletes, watch your back. As if the NCAA is making some big cuts to team rosters across 19 sports, which could leave over 4,700 student athletes without a spot. Could you imagine that? The reason they say is to improve competition. What does that even mean? But a lot of people are calling it what it is, a cost-cutting move. Now, we're very familiar with this lately. Everybody's trying to cut costs. Everybody's trying to trim the fat. But 4,700 students, college students, athletes, that is a large number. That's a lot of lives that affects a lot of young adults. If you're a college athlete, this might be a good time to start considering your backup plan just in case. So if you're only focused on, graduating, making it to that next team, making it to that next level, or even continuing in school right now, it just might be different for you. So if they cut over 4,700, that's going to affect somebody that you know that is in college, that's an athlete right now. So just keep your eye on that. And my heart goes out to all of you because I know how hard you work for that. That's a lot of dedication, determination. To hear that they might potentially be cutting you for cost savings, that's just not what you want to hear. And, we are going to round this up with just something that we've all been talking about, Elon Musk. We've been talking about him since his support of Donald Trump, everything that he's doing within this administration as far as Doge. It just feels like he's a continuous talking point of late. So let's finish this off and just chat a little bit about what we went over today. The Elon Musk press briefing. That's right. He's going to be doing a Pentagon briefing. Tech meets top secret. Could you imagine him? Like, to even think that Elon Musk is going to be at the Pentagon just does not seem right. I feel like we're in one of those drama series and this is just like a written script, and it seems very surreal to me. But he is getting a special briefing from the Pentagon about U.S. military plans related to China. Now, we all know Elon loves a little bit of drama, which we've seen that. So people are already questioning if he should be that deep into government business. What do you think? I want you to drop your comments below on, do you feel like Elon Musk should be that involved in our business? He's going to be knowing what's going on with China. Is that too deep, or is this a good direction for him? What do you think? Drop it in the comments below. Now listen, there's a lot of international ties there, so that is the biggest deal. Is this something that he should be involved in? But hey, if we start seeing classified tweets from him next week, we'll all know exactly why. Oh my goodness. I just can't even wrap my head around that, but that is what's going on in the world right now. We've covered 5 quick things, just so you know. Just so you know. I mean, the latest as today, the day is going to change and there will be more shortly, but let's just run it back real quick. So the airport in Heathrow shut down. People are stranded. The UK borrowing, they spent way too much money. They did not realize, so they are short. Their bill is larger, like 10.7. Stock markets are in a slump. Another day, another dip. Do not check your account. Just don't do it. College athletes, sit tight. Hopefully it doesn't affect you. If it affects a friend, make sure you support them and make sure that you reach out to them. And last but not least, I want to know what Elon Musk intends to do with the information that he learns about China. What is he going to do with it? I'm sure it's for good, but is it also for evil? I do not know. That was just my shout out to Dr. Evil. Now listen, I am going to be bringing these type of topics to you every single day. If you're just new to this channel, I like to do reaction videos. I like to talk about politics. I like to cover news. I just love to do all of it because this is pretty much what I watch all day. So I'm like, if I'm going to have to go through it, so are you. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today to your friendly neighborhood AI wife. If you have not already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you up later with some more juicy details of what's going on in the world. Peace out.